26. Let's go over and look at some stats from another trader, scalper. You can decide how you follow and what your goal and what your end game is. Let's look at that first, and then we'll go ahead and use the whiteboard a little bit, talk about some other things. Here's some information here. As you can see, they broke down the costs, payout, and the net profit. Awesome. So obvious, transparent, right? This is the way he does business. This is the way he trades. And he'll come out and say, hey, I'll buy 100 accounts when Apex is on sale. Or he'll say, you know, I'm just rotating accounts. He's got into rotating accounts. Just keep rotating them and rotating them. That's his gig. I'm not taking anything away from him whatsoever. But as you can see, his cost was $10,000 in the month of January, and he got paid out $21,000. So he net 10 grand, right? The next month, small loss. Next month, net 26, and then a couple of down months. No big deal. And then 60 grand in June, almost 20 grand in July, -4. And then the last 4 months, 1, 2, 3, 4, since September through December. I've told you many, many times that trading during the end of the year is some of the best trading around. 99% of your gurus will tell you differently. No liquidity in the market. It's too hard to trade. It's a half day. All of that is BS. Let's go ahead and share another screen. So this trader's end profit for the year, 255 grand. I mean, think about it. So for every dollar spent, he doubled it. So look at this. His cost, 252 grand. Payout, 477. And net profit, $255,000. And then obviously taxes after that, right? But this is a net payout, net profit. Another thing, what people don't say, he had to make a whole lot more than that because he had to pass these test accounts to get to this point, right? So what did he actually really have to make in order to net the 255? And he didn't put that in. This takes a lot of time, right? So when you have fake gurus, or you have people that don't even trade prop firms, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They're not in the grind. They are not actually taking the tests. They are not paying for the tests. They are not passing the tests. And some of these people YOLO. Now this trader, he'll just flat out tell you he's going for it, right? He's going for it. The faster that he passes those tests, the better it is. And then he takes his time through the funded phase. He takes his time through the funded phase. So what a great gig, right? I mean, think about it. But I don't know if you have $250,000 to invest and blow through, right? So, but once you start to get and build up money, you may want to do that, right? It's not for me, but like I said, there's more than one way to do this in the prop firm industry, but that is not my style, right? In a sense of business-wise, right? That's a business plan that works for them or him. Think about it. But let's go ahead and get in the whiteboard. I'm going to show you something here, just for shits and giggles here. Figure out how to do that. All right. So let's take Profit Trader for example, right? Let's go ahead and take Profit Trader for example. Say you had a 25K account, right? And the test account, you had to make $1,500 on the test account. It's hard to draw on this, but you get it, right? You had to make $1,500 on the test account over 5 days, right? So 5 days. So you made $1,500 on that test account in order to go to a funded account. Now the funded account essentially starts at zero, right? Because you have to make the $1,500. You have a $1,500 drawdown, but that drawdown climbs, right? It's a trailing drawdown. And it climbs all the way to the buffer. And that is $1,500. So it follows you, regardless of how you want to say it, okay? You start at zero, and the buffer is $1,500 before you can take a daily payout. So anything over $1,500, you can take a daily payout, right? So remember, someone had to already pass a test, which is $1,500 in 5 days or more. So in a $25,000 test account, you had to make $1,500 with a minimum of 5 trading days, okay? And then they have a consistency rule of 50%. So you cannot go in there and make 1,000 one day and 500 the next day and pass. So 50%. 750 the first day is the target, right? Around 750. But that's if you want to be aggressive, right? You don't have to make $750 in the first day. So remember, your test was positive $1,500. And then you go to the funded account, right? So you go to the funded account and you literally start at 0, right? So you go to 0 to plus 1,500, which is the buffer, before you can start taking daily payouts. So essentially, you've made $3,000 to get to the buffer, the second phase, to the funded account. You made $3,000. Now let's go, right? $3,000. And you have gurus on here wondering, how many accounts have you lost? Well, wait a minute. You made $3,000 just to get to the buffer on the funded account. Say your first day, you made $200, right? And you took a $200 payment or a $200 payout. They took 20%, so you made 160 bucks, right? That's what you're going to receive, 160. But you got to read the rules, because I think under 250 is something else. I don't know. Read the rules. But this is, we're just talking about the numbers, right? Now all of a sudden, let me see how I erase this here. All right, I'm not going to erase it. So now all of a sudden, so we made the $3,000 already, right? And now we made another 200, so 3,700, and we finally got a payout of 60, right? So we had to make 3,700. Say the next day, you blew the account. It went to 0, traders. The account went to 0. So the funded money in here actually went back to 0. That's where you started on this account. That's where you started on this account, right? So now, you have all of these fake gurus. I don't know how to erase this shit. Another way. So now you have all of these fake gurus talking about accounts and how much money or how many accounts did you blow. You have all of these people that cannot take payouts at the prop firms, right? And they say they're on live accounts, which a live account is a lot easier, right? If you're not going to count everything, then don't count anything at all. It's pretty simple, right? It's pretty simple. But traders, because of trading and because of the props and everything, it is very, very difficult. How do I get out of this place? Now, because of trading and trading prop firms, it is very, very difficult for a trader to keep all of this information, right? To keep all of this information if you're posting and YouTube and everything else, right? Because there's so many variables. How many variables are there? Seriously, think about it. You have spread. You have slippage. Can you trade the news or not? Yes or no, right? You have shitty fill orders. You have shitty fill on the TP orders, on the stop loss, everything. There's so many different variables in there. So what you have to look for is an actual skill. If you don't look for a skill, there's so many different ways and calculations somebody can calculate, right? Like the gentleman that I just showed some of his information. Great job. Excellent job. How would you like to invest $1 and make 2? If you've invested 10 and you get 20 and you net 10, right? He invested 250,000, made close to 500,000, and he actually netted 250,000. Not a bad gig, right? But he's not going to go back and tell you how many accounts that he had and everything else. But I will tell you that in order for him to make the 250,000 net, he had to make a shitload more than that, right? Possibly, right? Unless he blew them all up at once and blew them all up again at once and blew them up again, right? But it depends who he's trading with. But for Take Profit Trader, for example, you make the 1,500, so you made 1,500, right? But no, everyone's always looking for that P&L. What do you stick in your pocket? Because apparently they think just because you show your bankroll that you're a profitable trader, right? Just because you show your bankroll that you have a skill. That's not true. That's not true at all. Think about it. Think about it. So for all of those traders who are out there trading that are passing their test accounts, PA accounts, or comments, whatever it is, and you're not gambling. Okay? It's not people that are gambling and say, oh, wow, I listened to that guy, Rich. He said, man, I'm doing a great job. I'm passing my test accounts. No, that's not how it works. You practice how you play, right? That test phase is the same way you trade. You cannot turn it off, traders. Why are you going to YOLO accounts if you don't know how to trade objectively in the market? So you can have a trader that has a skill, right? YOLO 20 accounts and pass them quickly, and then go in and change directions and start to change in an objective way, right? Using a methodical approach to the market, using objective evidence in the market on his funded accounts, right? But you can YOLO those other ones if you already knew how to do the other. If you had a strategy, right? But I don't believe in that either. But there's people that actually do that. I stick to my strategy, right? If I'm going to pay for something, I'm going to continue that education. Every test that I pass, every account that I trade is in my pocket. It's an investment to myself, not an investment down the road. It's to myself. I am investing in my education. So every account that I purchase and I trade, it makes me a better trader if you're not gambling, right? Can you agree? So it's like anything else. You can hit a bucket of golf balls, or you can hit 10 buckets of golf balls. The person that hits 10 buckets of golf balls over a period of time is going to be better than the person that only hit 1 bucket of golf balls, right? It's repetition, right? Just like, well, if you do something 1,000 times or 10,000 times, they use this Bruce Lee stuff and all the... It's common sense, traders. It's common sense. The more you do it, the better you're going to get. But if you're not doing the right thing from the beginning, it's going to be shitty at the end, right? So think about it. Prop traders have to make more. Now, I'm not talking about straight to funded bullshit, okay? So they pay more, and then you have fake gurus come on here and say, well, the straight to funded accounts are people that are advanced traders. It's just like a catch-22. It's all like cover everything. Let me tell you something. That's bullshit, right? That's bullshit. Aren't we supposed to buy low and sell high? So if I can get into an account at the low and pass it, no problem. Who's in a better position? Think about it. Me or the guy that went straight to funded? If it costs him $600 to go to straight to funded, or $400 to go to straight to funded, and I can pass 4 test accounts for less than $400, who's in a better position? I have 4 accounts to their 1. Don't follow this bullshit. Think about it. They need to test also, but they can't pass the test. Because mathematically, if you just add it up. Don't always chase the best account, the cheapest account. Learn to trade objectively in the market, and then you don't care what it costs. Think about it. If you had a bad day or a bad account, today I had 2 accounts that went sideways on me. But they were the most valuable accounts within those accounts, right? There's nothing. What could I do? I could do nothing. Nothing, right? It sucked. And that happened, a short while ago. I said the same thing. I'm like, shit. I lost my funded accounts and I have big gains in all these other accounts. It's not I don't trade them differently. It was just at that time in the market, at that time. I couldn't hold that drawdown. I could not hold that market on the 1-minute time frame with the size. It just barely got back on me and then took off. What do you do? Right? What do you do? So think about what I said. So when someone says, oh, well, you're green every day, or you're not green every day, or you're, what is this? Well, listen, could you imagine? I'm not going to go back and count all these fucking test accounts that I passed. Like, you just can't pick and choose what you want to count, right? And if you can't see a skill, don't trade. Just watch for fun, okay? Just watch for fun. And if you're watching for fun, just keep the questions to yourself. Have a good day. Peace, traders.